Okay, so part 1 done. Now G-Cloud, Compute, SSH, GCP, Wordpress. That's our machine. External IP address was not found. I think that message will go away if we added the TCP/22. Like, oh, that's the TCP port. Connection closed by remote host. How about that? Because I'm trying to connect to a terminated instance. That probably is not going to work. Yeah, this is the extremely annoying part where Google Cloud gives you an option to recover your deleted resources, but it's just makes things not fun. Okay, so now I don't see any of this, like these installations being problematic. Okay, so yeah, one thing I need to show here. So this worked just fine, but when I do this, it's gonna keep asking me, like, I cannot script this, so I have to give a flag here. Let's see. I think it is assume yes. I'm not entirely sure. For yum update, I think it's just -y, but everybody has their, okay, works. To top command. Okay, SQL Server is installed, so I don't have any particular reason for files, not the directory I want to be in. This is a pretty cool feature of that is that, and now I'm going to split this horizontally. It's showing me Terraform, which is fine. And it just vanished. Okay. Yeah. And now I do not know if that installation finished, so I wasn't paying attention. And see, this is another thing. I mean, I might look stupid here, but this is things you would do day in and day out. So okay, so if it wasn't installed properly, it will give us some error, but it did not, so we're good to go. Okay, now sudo secure MySQL. Okay, right here we have a problem. Like, it's asking for an interactive input, and that's not gonna work for us. All right, so again, do we reinvent the wheel, or we just get the wheel from somewhere and modify it to our needs? Okay, so default files. Some people already, okay, it doesn't have it here. But defaults file. And that's what we want. And I have gone through this before, so I know what it does, but I will go through this. I went through this carefully, because when it comes to database setups, you always want to be careful that your stateful component, or that retains the data, persistent data. So you don't want to mess around with that. Okay, so I am not using this. So we installed as root. I'm not sure why is he using. Actually, that's interesting. The EOF always causes confusion, but I kind of like it. The other thing I like is this guy is using variables. So db root password. I can keep it low. My password. No. My root pass. Very secure. Anything else we need to change? It doesn't look like it. Okay, now I'm going to throw this in a teeny shell script. Now Control C out of this. MySQL secure.sh. Always have set -x the first time you're running something. Command not found. Well, that's not good. I'm pretty sure we installed this. Already meeting the requirements. Okay, it's just MySQL. It's a very standard mistake. You got to source the dot bash. Okay, it is calling the dot bash profile, so that tilde is shortcut for home directory. And once again, no bueno. Okay, I'm just going to stare at this and scratch my brain. If I do something else, I would resume the video, but I'm just going to pause. Okay, what I'm going to do now, user bin MySQL. User bin. Oh, it actually is MySQL. That's the problem. Okay, and the set minus x is gone. Okay, I'm just going to assume it worked. Well, we do have something coming up, sudo MySQL. Okay, just set that password there, so I'm not sure why would we do this again. We don't need to. So this is the problem with well, while we're here, might as well execute this. So root has a Unix socket. Fantastic. Okay, so that completes our lamp part. Okay, MySQL. So once again the same thing. CP to SQL wp.sh. SQL Which, now what are we doing here? Okay, we're creating a database in WordPress. So I want that in a variable. So WP main. So this is a convention that I use. All the variables I have them uppercase. WordPress user. Okay. So nah. Okay. I'm going to use the fancy command to make sure the user got created. And the last time when I was doing this, okay, so our user is created. In Oracle, the view to query the database is $v database, and I kept doing show. So if you want to see all the databases in Postgres, you just do /l here. Is select star from MySQL.db, and it gives way too many things. So select db from MySQL.db, and there it is. We have our database created. Geez, what am I doing? It's my mouse pad. That's messed up. All right. I think the terminal now somewhere. Nice. Now there is the terminal that I lost before. And this won't work. Yeah. And gcloud ssh. That is not the right one. Okay. Sudo apt update. The get is the old way of doing things. Okay. Okay. Now I'm okay with that. And now the fun stuff. Don't have access to it. Ah, there is that data. I am not sure about this command. I'm gonna try it. It worked. Okay, perfect. So I don't need this for this script. I might as well put it at the very top. And I don't see any problems with any of these commands. And so I'm just going to put them all in one file. And basically what I'm trying to find out here, are these commands going to error out for some reason? If they are, then we need to do something about it. Yeah, I'm not adding the user env bin bash. Okay, so invalid user GCP WP because the user I created was not GCP WP, it was just GCP. And this is where it failed. And I should have added set -x, but I did not. But we gotta go with the flow. Okay, so now our system is technically set up except for 3 things. Once again, one of my tabs vanished. And I'm trying to split it horizontally, but I keep doing vertically. Finally. I'm officially giving up on this. Why my screens are vanishing? And just start a new terminal. And it came back. So there is some command somewhere that I don't know about. And I thought I knew IntelliJ IDEA. Anyways. Okay, we have a couple of files here. So dir conf, nothing else in it. The only thing that's changing is this line. But it does have an additional line, even though commented. I'm going to add it to my file. Okay, now the thing here, split vertically, yes. Okay, so the thing here is we can edit the file on the server, but it's just a lot easier to copy it. And this is going to get executed on somewhere else. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a bucket in which to store these files, and they would just get copied. Let's say we get them cp/tmp/config/dir.conf. Okay, so I am not sure if this is a comment, so I'm just going to take it out of here. I'm done with this file. won't let me write it. So I'm gonna have to do sudo. Yes. Nothing in Apache. Well, nothing on our machine. Okay, now this is a much bigger file. These are all, I think, comments. We're looking for HTML, and it does not exist. Sorry guys, too late. Okay, file number 2 is done. Now file number 3. This is going to be the most fun. Okay, so we're looking for DB name. It's right there. I have never had my mouse work inside a terminal. I do not remember the password. I don't like this. Well, Okay, and now let's restart the Apache. Okay, that's the external IP. By the way, when I'm working, I keep committing my work. Okay, it's nice and pretty and it's ready to go. Okay, and this is where I want to stop. I'll be like, from here on, I'm going to hand it over to the end user. So now the customer is happy, but our boss or yourself should not be happy, because like the work that we have done so far is pretty ghetto. I mean, the things have worked, but there is no organization, there is no documentation, we haven't optimized anything. So that's basically the job of the DevOps engineer, and we will start getting into in the next lesson. But if somebody was interested in just installation, we're done.